Okay, this is going to be a video of me going over the formatives for Unit 5. This will help you prepare for your summatives. So these first couple are no calculator. So what I want to do is I want to start at 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now as you can see, the slope is 7 over 1, which means 7 up, 1 right. So, all right, as you can see, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 over 1 right. Doesn't really help you. So if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this way, that will definitely help you make the line. Then this one, I'd start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, not that way. Right here. Let's start at this point. That negative 2 over 1 means 2 down, 1 right. So from here, I would go 2 down, 1 right. Once again, off the thing, but if I go the other way, 1, 2 up, 1 right, that clearly gets me my answer, which is negative 1, 1, 2, and 3. So that's x equals negative 1, y equals negative 3, or it can be written like this. Okay? This one I would start at 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? All right, and so I'm going to go down. What negative 5 over 3 means is 5 down, 3 right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 right. So the line looks something like this. Okay, then this one of negative 1 over 1, okay, or minus 1, all right, so the idea here would be the slope is 1 over 1, which would be, I would go right 1, up 1, okay, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, okay, or I'm sorry, 1 up, 1 right. So up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, boom, right there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, okay, so x equals 3, y equals 2, or written like that. Okay, so slope is 1 up, 1 right, okay, starting at negative 1, okay? All right. Okay, so these do not cross, so this will be no solution. All right, these cross right here at negative 2, negative 1, so you can write it as this, or x equals negative 2, y equals negative 1. Okay, all right, so the variables eliminate here, and these two are different. So this here would be no solution. All right, system of equations here that intersects at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 2, 3, or x equals 2, y equals 3. Remember, x first, then y. Okay, all right. Okay, the sum of two numbers is equal to 19. All right, 2 times the second number is 1 less than the first number. Is 1 less than the first number. 2 times the second number is equal to 1 less than the first number. Remember, once again, less than flips around. All right. So the idea would be if these two eliminated, I'd have 2 equals 1. It's very similar. These are different. So that answer is no solution. If you ever have a situation where they eliminate and it was this would be considered infinite solutions. Okay, when they're the same. Okay, moving on. This next part is the calculator. Okay, so this first part we have to graph. So I have to get this into y equals. So the idea is when this moves over to here, the big thing is it's going to change sign, and that will stay positive 10, and then I divide both parts by 3. So y equals, all right, negative 5 divided by 3, which is negative 5/3 x. 10 divided by 3 is 10/3. Okay, this one would move from this side over to this side, so that's just going to be y equals 2x plus 4. Now, what I can do with this is I can go into the calculator put parentheses around negative 5 divided by 3, then alpha x plus parentheses around 10 divided by 3. Okay, so that'd be the first one. And then 2 alpha x plus 4. Okay, so I draw it, that's my intersection, so I do G-solve ISCT. So I get x is negative 0.18, y is 3.63. So you can write it like this, or like this. Okay, this one is already in y equals, so I don't have to do as much there. I do negative 6 alpha x plus 3, and then 2/3 alpha x minus 4. Draw, G-solve ISCT for intersect. I get 1.05 for x, negative 3.3 for y. Okay? All right, moving on to these bottom ones. Okay? All right, solve this by substitution. So this would be my y and this would be my y. So this is going to go right here. So 2x minus 3 times negative 3x plus 2 equals negative 6. Keep my 2x here. I treat this like a negative 3 when I multiply it. Okay? Okay, so I got negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Negative 3 times positive 2 is negative 6, equaling negative 6. So these combine to 11. Okay, that's the big thing, is I got to type those in as 2 plus 9. Okay, all right, minus 6 equals negative 6. So I'm going to add 6 here. 11x equals 0. Divide by 11. X will be 0. I'm going to take that 0 and put it all the way back into here. Okay, so what that's going to be is 3 times 0 plus 2. So it's x is 2, or y is 2. So I can write it like that, or I can write 0, 2. Okay? Solve by elimination. Now, let me make sure I have operations. Let me put a plus right there. Okay? Now, it looks like that those 2's, 2 plus 2, would eliminate, but it doesn't. So what I have to do is I have to change all the signs here. So these are going to go away. All right? And now you'll see that 2 minus 2, that eliminated there. Okay? So now I follow the rest of the operations. 3 minus 5, that's going to be negative 2x. Okay? Negative 4 plus 8 is 4. And then I would divide by negative 2 on both sides. So x equals negative 2. So what I want to do is put that back into the top part. 3 times negative 2 plus 2y equals negative 4. Okay? 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Okay? I would add 6 over to this side. I got 2y. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2. Divide by 2, y equals 1. Okay, so my answers are negative 2 and y equals 1. Okay, moving on to the final page. Okay, you can solve by any method. Okay, so this one, I've got a y and a y, so I'm going to take that and put it in for y. Okay, so I take this 4 and multiply. 4 times, I keep the 4x here, 4 times x would be another 4x. 4 times negative 18 would be negative 72 equals 40. Okay, all right, I got 4x and 4x would be 8x minus 72 equals 40. Okay, so add 72, 8x equals 40 plus 72, which would be 112. And I would divide by 8 on both sides. All right, x is 14. So what I do is take that 14, put it all the way back into there. Okay, so that's going to be 14 minus 18, which will be negative 4 for the y result. Okay, so you can write it like that or the coordinate points. All right, I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this one. Okay, first way is by elimination. Now, nothing looks like it's going to eliminate there, okay, because the numbers are not the same. So what I'm going to do is I am going to multiply all of these by 3, and all of these by 4. When you multiply, always multiply by positive numbers, okay? So 3 times 4, okay? 3 times negative 8, 3 times 20. Okay, so I got 12x minus 24y equals 60. 12x minus 24y equals 60. I multiply all of those by 4. Negative 3 times 4, 5 times 4, negative 14 times 4. And what I got is negative 12x, positive 20y, and negative 56. These all have operations. I think that will eliminate. Let's check. 12 minus 12 is 0, so that's good. So I'm going to follow these rest of these operations. Negative 24 plus 20 is negative 4y. 60 minus 56 is 4. Divide by negative 4. Y equals negative 1. Okay? So now, what I would do is take that negative 1 and put it back into here. Okay, so that's going to be 12x, negative 24 times negative 1 equals 60. What I have to treat that like is two negatives. Negative 24 times negative 1, that would just give me 24. So 12x plus 24 equals 60. I would subtract 24 from both sides, so I got 12x equals, that will be 36. And divide by 12, x would be 3. Okay, so I got 3 and negative 1. Okay, so that would be an answer if you wanted to do by elimination. Okay, now let me show you one by graphing. Okay, either way is acceptable. Okay, so I'm just going to erase this. So if you can pause that video or you want to go back and see it, you can. All right, so I'm going to leave my final answer here and I'll show you how we're still right. Okay, all right, so what I would want to do is move that 4x over. So I'd have negative 8y equals negative 4x plus 20. And then I would divide each part by negative 8. So I got y equals negative 4 divided by negative 8 is a half x. Okay, 20 divided by negative 8 is negative 5x. Okay, so that's that one. Then I would portal this one over. So I'd have 5y equals positive 3x, because the signs changed, minus 14. And I would divide both of these by 5. So y equals 3/5 x minus 14 over 5. And as you'll see, 3 divided by 5 is still 3/5. Okay? Negative 14 divided by 5 is still that. Okay? So what I could do is I go into the calculator and graph them. Okay? Parentheses around 1/2, then alpha x minus parentheses around 5 over 2. Okay? Then I would do parentheses around 3/5 alpha x minus parentheses around 14 over 5. And if I draw it, okay, G solve intersect, I get the same answer as 3, negative 1. So either way is correct, whichever way you think is the best for you. Okay? All right. Okay, clothing store at the beach sells t-shirts for 12 and sweatshirts for 20. They sold 53 total items and made $700 in one day. Okay, so what you need is you need a total items line on this one, and you need a money line. Okay, so your total items, you have t-shirts plus sweatshirts. The total number of items was 53. The next one is it's 12 t-shirts plus 20 sweatshirts, and it was $700. Okay, now these are the only ones that my class will allow you to use the calculator for. Okay, all right, so what I would do is I go to menu, I go to equa, I go to simultaneous, F1, I go to number of unknowns, F1, and then I type in 1 for the number in front of this is 1, number in front of this is 1. So I got 1, 1, okay, 53, and then 12, 20, 700. Okay, so what this means, X and Y, 40, this is X and Y, 45 and 8. Okay, so this is the t-shirts. So they sold 45 t-shirts and 8 sweatshirts. Okay, Steve buys Okay, 8 songs, 10 movies from iTunes for $166. Stacy buys 5 songs and 25 movies for $385. So this is like a comparison. We're doing person 1 and then person 2. Okay, so person 1 bought 8 songs plus 10 movies for a grand total of $166. The next person bought 5 songs and 25 movies for $385. Okay, so that's what the system would look like. Same, just go back and exit one step. I type in 8, I type in 10, I type in 166, and then on this one it's 5, it's 25, and it's 385. Okay, so the S and the M, all right, X and Y, 2 and 15. So basically, the idea is that the songs cost $2 and the movies cost $15. Okay, so if you use this and your sample test, both those together should set you up to do well on the summative.